Americans bought a record number of guns for Christmas this year. We can, of course, think of a number of different reasons why this may be the case. According to the FBI, over 1.5 million background checks on customers were requested by gun dealers. In December of 2011, nearly 500,000 of those were within 6 days of Christmas, Lewis. It was the highest number ever in a single month. It passed the previous record set in November of 2011. On December 23rd alone, over 102,000 background checks made it the second busiest day ever for buying guns. And if we consider that many of those people did buy more than one gun with one background check, think of the number of guns that were sold right around Christmas time. So why? Why is this going on? Some people say, and by some people I mean the NRA, that people are really concerned about self-defense and that they're really concerned about their guns being taken away, which is it's a favorite of the NRA, saying get your guns because Democratic politicians and politicians in general are going to take your guns away. Okay, that's one possibility. The other theory is that people believe that the stalled economy is going to create more crime waves. That's another thought. That's another possibility. What do you think is behind this?
Maybe there were just a lot of really good deals this season.
I don't think so at all.
No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I really don't know.
The anti-gun campaigners said that those who already owned guns are simply hoarding guns because of all the fear-mongering that's going on.
Well, we know some people like that.
I buy that. I buy that completely. I know many people who just are accumulating an incredible number of firearms simply because they believe it's going to get more difficult to obtain these. They want to get grandfathered in, which they believe they will if they accumulate a whole bunch of guns now. And as we know, very likely that a weapon you own can end up being used against you. So without getting into the whole discussion about firearm ownership, I think in this particular case, given that we have the right to buy these firearms, or that legally we can buy these firearms, are the reasons concerning? And I would say absolutely. Hoarding weapons because you think the world is very unsafe, so-called mean world syndrome, which we've had Michael Morgan, professor from University of Massachusetts, on the show to talk about. That's a horrible reason for people buying more guns. And fear-mongering that politicians are going to take them away is also a horrible reason to simply start buying more guns, I think. I don't think it's good for society.
So do you feel less safe because people are buying more guns, hoarding guns? I mean, these are already gun owners. They're just buying more guns.
It doesn't make me feel safer. That's for sure. Yeah, that's the way I feel about it. Do you feel more safe when you hear that your friend who had 2 guns now has 10? Does that make you feel more safe? Does it make you feel less safe? Or does it have absolutely zero effect on you?
Zero effect.
You don't care. If they had 100 guns, you would say, that's totally normal. That's fine.
You know what? They can only use one at a time. I really don't care.
All right. Well, what do you think of Lewis's comments here? I mean, I disagree. I think that the more guns that are in the system, the more people that can obtain one of those guns, the more guns that can be stolen. And I know, of course, everybody's very responsible and they keep their ammunition separate, locked up in a separate safe from their weapons. But the more guns in the system, statistically, the more likely it is people will obtain those guns.
No doubt.
Let's take a break. We'll be back. We'll talk about much more. Facebook.com/David Pakman Show. And get a hoodie or t-shirt made from all recycled fabric at davidpakman.com.
The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.